to Katie Mack. A big shout early, and it's given the ideal start.
It did take spin in the other games, but this one's got a little bit more moisture in the surface.
It just glides this off the blade, and it's a lovely bit of placement. Looks like the outfield hasn't been affected by that early rain this morning. That was quick to the boundary. First 4 up for the Strikers. Goes straight through her. It's maybe skidded through a little bit low. McGrath has not picked the line or length of that well at all, and it is cannoned into off stump, and it is a huge first over for the Thunder. They are 2 down inside the first over, 2 for 4. Drives down through long on. Oh, there's a misfield there from Darlington. Little bit of sloppy fielding, unfortunately, for the Thunder. Should have just been a single or even a dot, and it will cost them a boundary. Just by adjusting lines and lengths, Smith is going to have to do a bit of chasing to reel this in. We know she'll give it a crack, doesn't quite get there.
Smith with the final ball. The 7th over, beautifully driven, as we've seen all day so far from Wolvaardt. They're coming back for 2 to be tight. Looks like she has not made it home. Umpire's given it out. Bridget Patterson run out at the non-striker's end. Oh, and that's seamed in from Hannah Darlington, and it's going to be given out. A beautiful delivery, a fair amount of movement. Maddie Penner has to go for a duck. Gibson now to take up the attack. And a wide cut shot over point. For 6, what a wonderful shot. Uses the pace of Hannah Darlington. Pulling hard there into mid-wicket. She'll pick up at least 2, if not 4. A wonderful start.
Well, here she goes, Jenny. Dances down the wicket, and she gets rewarded for it. 4 runs, a much-needed boundary.
Well played.
Wolvaardt clearing a front leg, and great boundary there, piercing the fielders, deep mid-wicket. Looks to reverse, clears the field. Another all-important boundary here for the Strikers.
What a gunshot this is.
Oh, she goes up in the air, skies it. And it's a 6. She gets a maximum. Oh, it's out. Well, that deceived me. Eddie's out. Oh, she looked.
And it charges, and it's going to be stumped. Beautiful piece of work there from Talia Wilson. Heather Knight gets the wicket, well flighted, and beats the man of Jade Wellington, who's going for the big shot. Oh, and hits the stump. Sammy Jo Johnson goes straight through. Didn't try the slower ball, went straight at off stump. Another wicket goes for the Adelaide Strikers. 7 for 80. Gemma Barsby goes for a duck. And edging, that one probably will go to the rope. Finds the outside edge, Bates. It's only just trickling away and will find the boundary. A token effort down there. Looking for the boundary, hitting hard into the mid-wicket gap. And will get the boundary through a piece of misfielding from the Sydney Thunder. We've seen that a few times today. They've dominated with the ball so far, but unfortunately, a misfield there brings up the 50 for Laura Wolvaardt. And a nice use of the feet. That's going to get over mid-on for 4. Really well-read play there from Megan Schutt. Lofting the ball over mid-on. Marizanne Cap slightly missing her length, but you can see finding that cover gap. Will she get 4? She absolutely will. What a pure shot that was over that cover fielder. Sammy Jo Johnson to bowl the last. Hammering it wide of mid-on. Megan Schutt is going to pick up another boundary. The boundaries continue to flow here in the final couple of overs. The power surge proving very, very important for the Adelaide Strikers. 7 for 110. Gives herself that room to try and access that offside. What a great shot that was from Laura Wolvaardt again. That's going to take her to 64 and the score to 115. She's proving a solo hand here for the Adelaide Strikers. Sammy Jo continuing, gives herself room. Wolvaardt, will she get another opportunity to catch here? What a wonderful effort in the field again, but that will be a boundary. At long on, every chance here again. Final ball, wide. Oh, and a beautiful dot ball from Sammy Jo Johnson. Slowed it up, Laura Wolvaardt will finish on 70 from 61 deliveries. The Adelaide Strikers 7 for 121.
Can get locked into a certain scoring area. Cuts in the air, and it's a great catch. Diving away to her right, Laura Wolvaardt, she backs up her big first innings knock of 70 where she anchored the innings. And now lovely use of the feet. There's cover fielder out there though, and that is talk about a trap and talk about structure for the Adelaide Strikers. Coming down before the deep cover could affect a catch.
And showing away with the wicket. The superstar Heather Knight chops on. The Sydney Thunder 3 for 20. What a huge wicket that is to finish the 7th over.
To not worry about the stumps.
Leaving the crease again. That one powerfully struck down the ground. Will pick up 4. Beautiful piece of batting. Across the crease, Annika Leroy finds the gap. It's going to run away for 4. It's a beautiful shot. Really nice piece of timing there to find the gap at behind square leg. In a little bit of everything.
And that's driven, and it's through mid-off, and it goes for a much-needed boundary for the Thunder.
Didn't get the ball she wanted, just defended it.
Dances down, does Leroy. Oh, and that's a missed opportunity there in the outfield from Gemma Barsby.
I think Barsby's done well just to block that.
Wonderful follow-up delivery there, and it's given LBW from Amanda Jade Wellington. She didn't get the wicket the ball before, but was able to do it on her own. Wonderful bowling here from Wellington.
You have to hit them off the length here.
She goes big, does Leroy, but unable to clear the field, and Mushangway takes an important wicket at mid-on. And the Strikers, well, they've struck again, haven't they? Oh. That beats everything again. And we've seen a few of these, some strange boundaries today, and that one's just been French cut.
Boundary.
She hits this one along the ground and pierces the gap this time, like you say, Alex, through square and able to be successful with that boundary. And Talia Wilson hits down leg side, her signature shot, able to get that 4 runs. So 2 boundaries coming off the first over of the power play.
2.
Hard bowler to keep 2. Takes the pace off this one, digs it in. There's 2 fielders underneath it. Amanda Wellington calls Brown out of it and takes a simple catch in the end. And the power surge delivers a wicket for the Strikers. Puts it up there outside off, and Talia Wilson leans into that beautifully, glides it through the offside, finds an important boundary for the Sydney Thunder. Didn't get it started quickly. Gives herself room. It's nice contact. And it goes all the way. Goes again. And dropped on the boundary by Wellington as she slid through. And did that ball come off her into the grass this side of the rope? 1 ball to come. She looks to go over cover, and she goes well and truly over cover. This is a great over for the Sydney Thunder. 14 overs of this. Wilson lifts it over the top and finds the gap. Here's another boundary. The runs flowing more so at the back end of both innings. 6 off 3. Battled. Squeezes it through backward point, and the crowd gives you the answer. 4 runs. Back over the wicket. It's straight down leg, and it's going to get past short fine. A boundary to finish the over for the Sydney Thunder. Lifts this one. There's 2 fielders camped out on the rope. And Katie Mack, solid as. Strikers need to make sure that happens as it's 8 from 1. Lauren Smith goes the long handle, and it evades the fielders on the boundaries, takes the skip, and Katie Mack can't affect the save. So 4 from the final ball. It is a win by 3 runs to the Adelaide Strikers.